these things. So the cartilage consists of cells called chondrocytes, which are embedded in the extracellular matrix. So the chondrocytes synthesize and maintain all the components of the extracellular matrix and are located in the matrix cavities called lacunae. So these chondrocytes are basically present in the cavities which are called the lacunae. All types of cartilage lack vascular supply. ठीक है, किसी भी कार्टिलेज में वास्कुलर सप्लाई उसका अपना नहीं होता, इट गेट इट्स वास्कुलर सप्लाई फ्रॉम द सराउंडिंग एरिया. Chondrocytes receive nutrients by diffusion from capillaries in surrounding connective tissue like the perichondrium. So the surrounding connective tissue area which contain the dense or loose connective tissue fibers, that is called the perichondrium, and the perichondrium contains these and the perichondrium जो है उसमें they will have the capillaries and the diffusion of nutrients occur from these perichondrium to the chondrocytes because the chondrocytes do not have their own blood supply. Likewise, the cartilage also lacks the nerve. So you should remember this by heart that all type of cartilage, they do not have any vascular supply. Cartilage do not have any their own nerve supply, so the cartilage receive nutrient from the diffusion from the surrounding capillaries, and this surrounding area of the cartilage is called as perichondrium. Okay, so studying about the perichondrium is a sheath of dense connective tissue that surrounds the cartilage in most places. नाश्ते के बगैर चाय पी आप पी लें, मैं फिर पी लूंगी. सीरियसली मैं कह रही हूँ, ठंडी हो जानी, मुझे फायदा नहीं है इसका. आप पी लें. जस्ट अ मिनट. Okay. So the perichondrium is a sheath of dense connective tissue that surrounds the cartilage in most places, forming an interface between cartilage and the tissue supported by the cartilage. So the perichondrium is basically a covering of the cartilage that is made up of the dense connective tissue, and it is surrounding most of the cartilage where it contains the fibroblasts, fibers, capillaries, and it forms an interface between the cartilage and the tissue surrounded, supported by the cartilage. So basically, perichondrium has two layers. It consists of two layers, that is outer fibrous layer and inner cellular layer. So the outer fibrous layer, it contains the capillaries, lymph vessels, and nerves. And the inner cellular layer lodges the progenitor cells. Now there is so the articular cartilage which covers the end of bones in movable joints lack perichondrium. So this is a very important point to memorize for you, that which cartilage do not have perichondrium. So it can be asked in your MCQs, it can come in your viva. So you should know that all of the cartilages contain the perichondrium except one cartilage, that is articular cartilage. Okay. Okay. So as we studied that, जी
मैम ये जो है कि इनर सेल में इनर जो सेलुलर लेयर है इसमें हम प्रोजेनिटर सेल्स होंगे. मैम इन प्रोजेनिटर सेल्स से कौन से सेल्स बनेंगे, इसको बता दें.
यही I was about to ask you guys that what are these progenitor cells. If anyone आपने अभी पढ़ तो लिया है, वैसे मैं बताऊंगी तो जरूर, लेकिन अगर किसी को पता है कि what are these progenitor cells and what they do there. Any one of you have any idea?
Ma'am, chondroblast.
Chondroblast. Yes. It's chondroblast. Basically, the progenitor cells which give rise to chondrocytes in the cartilage are the chondroblast. Right? So, the chondroblast जो होते हैं बेटा, they give rise to the chondrocytes. So ये जो inner cellular layer है वहाँ से new cells keep on forming and the progenitor cells form these cells and then they are present in the matrix of the cartilage. ठीक है, so cartilage में कोई separate सी production नहीं होती. The progenitor cells they chondroblast they convert or they give rise to the chondrocytes. So you have now the two layers. Outer fibrous layer में आपकी सारी capillaries होंगी, lymph vessels होंगे और nerves होंगे because chondrocytes or the cartilage do not have their blood supply, so all the nutrients and the things are coming from this outer fibrous layer. If this is another viva question of yours, and the inner cellular layer, it can be asked from you that where the progenitor cells are present. You can say that they are present in the inner cellular layer. They are present in the inner cellular layer of the perichon.
मैम
जी
मैम आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज इसके कॉन्ड्रोब्लास्ट नहीं ना हो गया. अगर इनके कॉन्ड्रोसाइट खत्म हो जाए तो उनके कॉन्ड्रोसाइट कहाँ से आएंगे?
दोबारा पूछो बच्चे.
मैम आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज इसके कॉन्ड्रोसाइट कहाँ से आएंगे अगर ये खत्म हो जाए तो? क्योंकि इसके तो वो पेरिकॉन्ड्रियम नहीं है.
अभी आप आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज में आपको शो भी करूंगी. दे डू हैव देयर कॉन्ड्रोब्लास्ट बट इसमें पेरिकॉन्ड्रियम एक स्पेसिफिक नहीं है. बट दे हैव दीज प्रोजेनिटर सेल्स और द कॉन्ड्रोब्लास्ट व्हिच गिव राइज टू द chondrocytes. ठीक है, अगर उसमें पेरिकॉन्ड्रियम नहीं, but there is a system that produce these chondrocytes. Okay, so there are three types of cartilage: hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, and the fibrocartilage. So the hyaline cartilage जो है further there is hyaline basically articular cartilage and hyaline fossil cartilage, and then you have elastic cartilage and the fibrocartilage. So these are three types that you should memorize by heart. What are the three types of cartilage and the example of each type of cartilage? This can come in your written paper of anatomy of from histology question, that what are the three types of cartilage, what are the examples of cartilage, and enumerate or draw a diagram of for example hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage. क्योंकि आपके written exam में भी अगर हिस्टो के फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ देर आर टू मेन क्वेश्चंस, so it can be asked to draw and label and enumerate any structure. So the hyaline cartilage, hyaline it came from the word hyalos, that means glass. So hyaline cartilage basically जो है ना हमें glassy appearance देता है, glassy whitish appearance जो है ना hyaline cartilage देता है. The most common of three types is of hyaline cartilage. It is homogeneous and semi-transparent in fresh state. So because it appears like glassy, or it appears sometimes transparent or semi-transparent. It is not wholly transparent. ठीक है, see through बिल्कुल नहीं होता in fresh state. So the all hyaline cartilages are covered by perichondrial covering except the articular cartilages. The extracellular matrix of the cartilage does not stain uniformly. So जो extracellular matrix है cartilage का, they do not stain uniformly. Why? Can anyone tell me why the extracellular matrix do not stain uniformly in the matrix? कोई आइडिया हो आपको कि क्यों ये मैट्रिक्स जो है वो स्टेन यूनिफॉर्मली नहीं करता जब हम उसको H&E स्टेनिंग करते हैं? Okay, let me tell you why. Because extracellular matrix की composition जो है वो cartilage में different zones is different. Sometimes there is more amount of protein glycan, sometimes there is more amount of GAGs. At some area there is more amount of fibers, collagen fibers. So the extracellular matrix, when the composition of the extracellular matrix in a cartilage keeps on changing, so that is why the H&E staining जो है वो आपको pinkish, bluish ऐसे नजर आएगी. ठीक है, so it can be asked from you as well that why the cartilage do not have equal staining. अभी मैं आपको स्लाइड्स दिखाऊंगी तो आप देखेंगे कि उसमें स्टेनिंग जो है वो डिफरेंट है, थोड़ी सी कलर चेंजेस हैं बिकॉज एक्सेसुअल मैट्रिक्स इज डिफरेंट, हैज डिफरेंट कॉम्पोजिशन एंड डिफरेंट जोन्स. So on the basis of the staining differences, different regions can be identified on the basis of the staining differences, जो different आपके regions हैं in the cartilage, there are 3 pericellular matrix है, ठीक है, sorry